Monday. I'm walking home from school, and this week we have a lot of exciting plans coming up, and I want to talk to you about them when we get home. Hello and welcome to week 7. The start of week 7. It is Monday today. I just got back from school as always. I feel like I always film at the same spot, so now I feel like I wanted to try and figure out some other spot for it, but it's very hard in the small apartment, especially when we have washing up. It just fills the entire room, so we are sitting here by the window today. I have a few updates, but not really a lot, because we finished again last week a lot of the small projects I've been working on, like some mittens and a hat. And this week there are very exciting plans coming up, but they will be coming up this Wednesday. On Wednesday, my dad turns 50 years old, and I am giving him a sweater for his birthday, a Superman sweater, but he's getting it like in a gift card kind of way, so he can choose the color. I did the same for my mom, and she chose like a petroleum blue, and I think I can put a picture of it, and I really want them again to be matching, so I'm giving the same to him. Therefore, I need to order that yarn, and when I'm ordering that yarn, I was like, I can maybe find some projects I can order as well, since you get free shipping when you order more. So it goes a little bit against my use what I have kind of thing, but when you can get free shipping, why not? So yeah, that's coming up this Wednesday. Yesterday actually sat and wrote down some projects I want to buy for. That includes, maybe I was thinking about a felted bag, and I want to try some marling. I cannot pronounce that. So, and I want to try a new yarn. So I was thinking of maybe making just a tiny baby sweater to try out the yarn and to try out if I like marling. Just small project, so I can see if I like it. But I have a few things I made yesterday after I stopped filming. Not a few things, I have one thing I made. I made a second iteration of the doily I showed you, and I took a little picture of it. I found actually some smaller yarn in my stash, which was this line in the color 1015, I think it's called Kit, and this yarn is very much smaller than the one I used for the first iteration, which was the 8/4. This is actually much thinner, and I feel like that one turned out so much better. It's still a little bit too big for the frame I wanted it in, but I think I need to find another one and then just make another doily that's just a little bit smaller to have that. So that's just, again, my side project. That's not really anything, I just want them. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna be putting one on. Just these embroider hoops, where I just got some embroider linen, yeah, to put on, and then I've a doily made out of this. But I'll show you the picture of me I've just put it on the corkboard as well. The mittens are, the first one is done. I feel like they're a bit yellow, and from the skein, I don't know, I just felt like it didn't look as yellow in the skein as it did now that it on hand. But I'm almost there. I need just a tiny bit more, and then I'm gonna separate for the thumb, I think, and then up. One thing about these mittens is that I'm doing it with a raglan increase, and I honestly don't really like that. I like the one where you put the contrast thread in a little more, because the thumb, it gets longer. I feel like when it's like this, the thumb is very short, and I can make it longer, but then it doesn't fit as much. So I don't really know what to do there, but I don't have that same problem when I use the contrast thread for the thumb. But that's just for next time I make mittens. The last thing I have that I want to chat about is the shawl, the self-drafted shawl that I am quitting on. Can you say that? I don't like it anymore. It just didn't turn out as well with the applied, not with these I-cord edges for this shawl. So this is just a test, and I must admit that my high hopes and dreams were crushed, and it burned. So I don't really know. I don't want to cast this on again, but I do have some few ideas, but I think it may end with just having applied I-cord, and then because I really like how the I-cord frames the ruffles I want them. So I think I'm just gonna knit again just a bandana type, and I do like the raglan increase because I feel like it gives it some interest to look at. But yeah, so I'm gonna need to do that without the I-cord, and then go back in, add the I-cord, and then add the ruffles. So it's not that bad, and I didn't really get too far before I gave up, but it's a bit of a shame, but I feel like we will get over it. We will try again. And that is actually it. That is all I have on my needles this week. Again, I don't really know what we're gonna do. I don't really know what we're gonna do whilst we wait on the yarn for my dad's sweater. So that will be interesting to find out. But first order of business is to do the mittens and then block them, because she will come and get them this Friday, so it will be nice to just have them ready, and then we will figure out what to do. So yeah. Again, I hope you will enjoy this week. This week is lots of planning, I think we will have to do, because next week we will get lots of yarn that I'm very excited about. I haven't bought yarn in a long time. Some of the yarn that I got is also yarn that I've never used before but heard great things about, so I'm also very excited about that. So yeah, hope you enjoy this week, and I will just see you soon. I'm starting every vlog out with me walking to or from school, but that is just my life right now. I'm walking over the bridge and I just went to the grocery store and bought some exciting things. So I'll just show you when I get home. It's my dad's birthday tomorrow, so I bought a few things to bake some cookies for him, because he's getting the gift card as a gift. And then I'm gonna make some cookies, and I've got a few sweets and treats for him to also have. And there was some stuff on sale, so yeah, I'm actually very excited. I also actually did buy one skein of yarn, and that I don't really know what to do with it, but I think I'm in a buying mood lately. Okay, let's just do a quick haul of the exciting things. I bought this. This is very summery, but it was very cheap because it's very summery, and I like it a lot. It was the last one in my size. It is this peplum top, just with these small ribbons on. I really like this one, so I picked it up, even though I'm not really gonna wear it. I got a bread tin, cause I don't know if you guys saw my week, like the vlog from week 5, where I tried making some bread, and yeah, it just did not turn out that well, so I actually got a bread tin to try again. I bought some of this yarn, which is t-shirt yarn. It is cotton, so I'm actually very pleased. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe some kind of bag. I feel like that's what this is for. I saw one creator, I think she's called Grace. She's from New York. She made these beautiful bags, like one in red and one in pink with this, and the colors weren't really the prettiest. There was like this ice white, and then there were this like marled black, and I felt like I'm gonna try and see if she has a pattern for that bag she did, and then it's crocheted. But yeah, I really want to try and do maybe something like that. The way she styles it is also amazing, because it has like she does like a necklace with all of these charms on it, and it looks beautiful. I'm gonna try and see if I can find the pattern she did. Okay, the next thing I bought is for the cookies. It's the white chocolate and dark chocolate, and that is gonna be together with these like licorice, soft licorice things. Is I don't know what it's really called, if it even is like an international thing. Please let me know if you guys think so. It's hexahyl with, I'm not really sure which chocolate to use, or just to use both, but he loves licorice, so that's and then he's gonna also have a bag just for him to eat. I also bought some vegetarian mackerel. Don't judge me. I bought some rye bread. So yeah, it was just we needed that, and I also bought just some toast. We also needed that. I bought some cellophane bags to put the cookies in. I thought that would be a good way to do it. I bought some sugar because we needed that for the cookies. So I'm so sorry if this is so noisy. And my dad also really loves rum and raisins, and I saw this one, which is just a chocolate bar with rum and raisins in it. So he's also gonna get that. I'll put that over in his basket that I'm making for him. And I also bought just some, this was on sale. This was just a bit cheaper. It's just some plain protein pudding. I honestly don't really buy stuff like this, but I got intrigued because it was cheap, and I really like the yogurt from this brand, this Elpo brand. So I thought I would try the pudding, but that was all I got. It was an expensive round of buying, but yeah, thank you for watching this little haul. Okay, let's just move here to the window so we can talk a little bit about what my plans are for today. Okay, I promise I'll keep this kind of short, but my plans for today is also quite short. I am, as I think I told you yesterday, that I have totally given up on that shawl I wanted to make. That is very, I mean, I'm not giving up on it because I honestly still really want it. I really think it's so beautiful. But what I have done is I have kind of put it on ice you can say. Yeah, I put it on ice because I am not really feeling it right now. So what I did was I talked to my beautiful sister-in-law. That feels so weird to say when she's like that young, but one of my boyfriend's sisters, and she told me how she doesn't really want to wear hats because of her makeup. And I was like, maybe like the ear puffs and stuff, but maybe people don't really want to wear that. So when I got home, I actually got kind of inspired to do like kind of a headband to people like her. And also just maybe it's a bit more, yeah, for people who like to like not get all of the hair messed up, or if they did curls and yeah, something like that. I was feeling quite inspired, and I drew a little bit of a drawing, which was very bad. And then I just threw myself at it, and I really tried doing it. It looks like this right now. Just I really want to make a pattern that is not there, where there's not any showing in it. So I had some trouble figuring out how to do that, but I honestly really like how it's going. I already have some changes I want to make, but yeah, it's double layered, so it's knit in the round, and honestly I really like it. And then it's supposed to just be on the ear. Yeah, I really like how this is going, and I'm feeling much more positive about this than the last one, since I'm already halfway through and there's no issues coming up, even though there are some changes I want to make for like the sake of prettiness. But yeah, so I'm feeling so excited about this pattern, and I feel like this is gonna work out. So I'm gonna make today my day where I try and finish it, and then maybe do like a second sample. And then also tomorrow, which is so exciting, we are gonna be buying some yarn. Oh, I'm so excited. I have so many project plans, and I really want to do some felting. I felted some slippers before for my parents, and they turned out so good, and I really wanted to try and felt again. So I'm gonna be buying some yarn for that. And I also really want to, I told you this yesterday. I'm not gonna be telling you again about how I really wanted to try out some new yarn and some new techniques. So yeah, I'm excited. I will tell you all about it as we buy it. I'm feeling like it could be very fun for you guys to, I don't know, I've written it all down, and I feel like that will be a fun trial, maybe to like put my screen up here or something. I feel like that could be fun to try out and see if that would work. Something I also really like to do is, now that when I've planned that is gonna be like my spring plans, and then I really want to draw with you. I feel like that I will try and figure out how to do that. I usually do it on my iPad, and maybe you can just screen record that. Yeah, I will definitely figure that out, and we will do that together. So let's just keep on going when this headband. This headband is also intended for my boyfriend's sister. It is done with the rest of the yarn from her gloves, and I hope she will like it. I hope she can use it. That's like the most important part. I hope my hopes and big dreams are back for this project, and I'm just gonna settle down. my kitchen. It is not that far away, as you can see. I usually sit over there, but we are gonna be making these cookies right now. It is like 9 o'clock and it needs to be in the fridge for a few hours, I saw on the recipe, which I did not really think about. So we need to make the dough now so we can bake them off later. As I told you, it's gonna be a chocolate licorice cookie. And I'm thinking to use a little bit of both of the chocolates. So we need to weigh that out and also get going on, I'm sorry if this is so noisy, get going on chopping these up, because I feel like last time I did this, it was really hard to actually chop the licorice up. But so yeah, let's just get going. I will tilt you down and put some music on, and then we will make these cookies. These are the things I'm gonna use. We have sugar, flour, chocolate, egg, brown sugar, baking powder, vanilla, baking soda, hexahyl, and butter. I'm just about to sit and write my dad's card. I came across something I want to chat about just quickly, but I think I've figured out a little plan in my head. So I don't know if you noticed, but I've been having kind of trouble actually finding a project that like I want to do because my dad's sweater is coming up. But depending on how long the post takes and stuff, there's like almost maybe from now a week till I get that yarn, and I've been having so much trouble actually figuring out what to do in this time. I have lots of like other stuff to do, like I did the sample for my upcoming pattern that I want to do. I've done some secret stuff, I've done doilies, I've done mittens, I've done just small things that are not really like long-term projects, but more like, oh, I need something to do a project. So I came across this, what I'm trying to show you, which is actually my not abandoned but hibernating WIP. It is the Frankie sweater. I casted this on just before my hands got all messed up, and then I had to put it away. And because my hands were all messed up, I don't know, I have this association with it that it's because of this that my hands were messed up, which I know is irrational, but it just brings back those memories of my hands hurting so much. So I haven't really given it any thought, but I really want this, and now that I found it again, I actually think it is beautiful. I want to work on it, so I can just show you here. I've not gotten that far. The shoulders, just got some raglan increases done, but again, it's not anything at all like significant. Yeah, so I was actually thinking maybe we can work on this while we wait on the yarn for my dad's sweater, and then maybe this can just go on a little break until then again, because I really like it, like the pink and the gray. I don't really have the video I have here, but this yarn is the Sandnes alpaca. I bought this when it was going out of production, so it was very cheap. I got a gray and a pink. I don't have the band for the gray, but for the pink it is the color 4244, and it's just both the pure alpaca. And yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that I'm actually thinking first we need to find out where I'm at in this pattern, and then I'm thinking we can work on this whilst we wait on the yarn. I'm actually quite happy about this plan because this has been just laying on in a project bag for forever. So yeah, that's the update. I will just finish writing this card and wrap the gifts, and then I love saying we when it's just me, but and then we can figure out where I'm at in this pattern. I feel like that is a good plan. Hello, it is Friday and it's 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry that the lighting is this bad, but that is just what we are working with right now. I am only just here to tell you a little update. I bought all the yarn and I have done this, finally done my little drawing of what I'm gonna be making for the next few months, and I'm gonna talk you through that just in a little bit. Just before that, I just want to show you that the little gift for my boyfriend's sister is done. I put a little flower on it and she'll be getting that start of next week. Her school has vacation right now, so, and she goes to school right over here, so next week she will get this. And I also finished this headband and it turned out fine. It just turned out a little bit too small for me, so I'm working up a new version, and also I am trying to smooth out the little kinks that was in it, and I've worked it up in brown. This one, again, the lighting is not the greatest. This one I have done with raglan increases in the bottom here, and I have done the cord just the tiniest bit thicker. So I feel like this, and I've actually also done the width of it just a tiny bit smaller, and I really think this is it. I think this is the final version. I can feel that I am very happy about how this is turning out, and I've also started just to write up an actual pattern for it. So I'm also kind of excited about that. I feel like it's so fun to sit and figure these things out, how you can do it better, and if there's a different technique you can use for the look you want and stuff. But that's just that little quick update. And then also the Frankie, I've not done super much on it, just I think I've done like 2 stripes. So yeah, 2 stripes or something. I still have a lot of raglan increases to go. Before, I think I'm at like 40 increases, no, 40 stitches on the sleeve, and it needs to be like 75 or something. So there's a long way to go. I also just have some coffee here now that we are gonna chat about this drawing that I've done. Okay, I will press play and then we can just chat about what I've done. I will try and make like this where you guys see this, and then just I am at the bottom or something. Let me just, I'm new at editing, so. Okay, so yeah, this is my winter spring knit plan, or knit list as you can call it. The first one I'm putting in is like my dad's 50th birthday sweater. He has chosen the color and I'm actually very excited. It's a very spring color. It's a very beautiful one. I think I'm putting it on just in a few moments. It is the normal zipper sweater I'm going to be making for him in a single strand of drops Nepal. I really like that combination and he chose that color. That is the sage green color, if I'm not mistaken. I really want to see it in person. I feel like it's a very beautiful color. Yeah, and also you can see me drawing all of this. I am not really a professional and I just do it very badly, but this is also just to get an idea in my head about what I actually want to make and what I have bought all these yarns for. Not that my plans don't change, but this is just to get an idea. And I've written number 1 on my dad's sweater because that is my priority knit I want to do. So yeah, and you can also see here it's not very good. It's just like I take the picture and then I just draw over it with the colors, and I couldn't find like a drop tool in this. This is GoodNotes that I'm doing it in, and I don't know why, because I feel like there was at some point, but I just honestly couldn't figure it out. Okay, the next one is actually a very exciting one. I've bought a lot of drop snow because I really wanted to get on the hype of drop snow. And I have these 2 bags in my maybe list. I really want the Nordic tote or the knitter's tote bag. I really like how they are felted. I really want that. As you can see here, this is just my quick drawing of how I wanted them to look if I was gonna make them. I really love pink. They actually were sold out of the pink I wanted, so I needed to get that little bit more of a pastel pink. I actually think it's called pastel pink, but I kind of wanted like that pink. So yeah, that didn't really work out for that pink, but I also think that these colors are very beautiful. And here you can also see that the Nordic tote I would want to do in panels like that. I don't know if that will even be possible, but I really like that look. And then also the strap I would want to put in half. Okay, this is an exciting plan coming up now. This is my melange sweater for the baby one, because I really want to try the Flora yarn from Tops. I've heard great things about it and I would love to do one of my upcoming knits in that color instead of a Sunday. I don't know, I know that's not the same like quality, but I feel like that I wanted to find some good substitutes for when you need to use a fingering yarn in your projects. So yeah, that's why I want to do try out the Flora. So I've bought a lot of Flora and I've bought one for trying out some the melange sweater, and then also the leftovers from that I would love to see if I can do a festival sweater. I have some leftovers from my porcelain sweater that made out of tyndpaggen, and I would love to see if I can incorporate that into the the festival sweater. Also I have just some scraps, like these scraps. Yeah, I have some small scraps of those like thinner ones, and also lots of cotton, which I thought would be used for the stripes. I just did just a little bit there, what I was thinking with the colors that I just had. And I also bought some sock yarn. All of my socks are honestly, they're tearing at the seams. They are being so ripped. I mean, I have holes in every pair of socks that I own. So I've always really wanted to do the ruffle socks because I want to do the new heel. Oh, it's going so fast. But yeah, the ruffle socks are on my list. And this is, of course, that is just to remind myself that I have this in there. But this is the, of course, the Frankie sweater that I am already working on. I'm not gonna be striping the whole sweater. That would take me forever. So I just did her sleeve. But yeah, I think honestly when it just got up there and I tried to just put it on the sweater as her, I was feeling like this is actually a very good color combination. I really enjoy it, and I also enjoyed here, but I really enjoyed it up on the screen as well. So I was happy about that, even though it was just outlet yarn. Yeah, and I just represented the colors there with the Sandnes alpaca 100%. And then this next coming up, what is this? Oh yeah, I also bought some yarn that I just bought because I wanted to see the color. I wanted to, yeah, anything I can use it for anything. And I bought some Lima yarn. That is one of my favorite yarns. I've been really wanting to get the pink one for maybe another sample of my pattern, and also the white one now that I'm giving away the white one. So now I'm just decorating. I love decorating these. And so yeah, there's not much more about it. I am really excited about these plans. They are very colorful and fun, which I think is perfect for spring. I really love colorful, like very like lots of pastel colors and just colors in general for spring. So I am very happy about all of these plans. I would say I'm the most excited about, of course, my dad's sweater, but also the bag. I just imagine myself I just imagine myself walking around with this super colorful bag, either says knit on it or knitter on it, and honestly I'm just excited. But yeah, it's done now. This is my final list and I couldn't be more excited. But the rest of the day goes and I need to just finish the my new sample and then maybe write a little bit more on the pattern, and yeah, just gonna be chill until we get the yarn for all of these projects. I just got the message that the yarn is here, so I managed to convince my boyfriend to go and get it. The clock is 6, so we need to make dinner when we get back, but I'm so excited. No. Hello. Yesterday all the yarn was delivered to the package shop, so we did go and pick it up yesterday evening kind of, and I'm so excited to show you guys what I bought. I did film the where we talked about what I'm gonna be doing for these projects. So I'll just quickly show you the actual yarn. There's a lot and I also just cheated a little bit and started on the melange sweater, which is turning out like this. I really like working on this, but I just casted this on since this takes like a normal cast on, and the sweater from my dad takes the Judy's magic cast on, which I need to watch a video to do. So yesterday I didn't really have the brain capacity to do that, but today I am starting it. It's Valentine's Day today, so we're gonna watch a movie later, just here in the living room. So I'll be casting it on before that, and then working on it while we watch the movies. Yeah, the yarn my dad picked up was the sage green one. I got a whole bag of it. I think there was 20 skeins. I did overshoot a little bit because I'm not quite sure about my gauge. I think in the pattern it uses fritidsgarn, and this is the Nepal, and fritidsgarn and Nepal I think are the same length, but I feel like that this works up just a tiny bit smaller, so I just got a few extra skeins to also add some length if you want that. And yeah, so I got a bag of it. Okay, the lighting is very bad I think, but it's the sage green color as I showed you, and it's so soft, and I really enjoy the Nepal yarn. So yeah, I just got 20 of those. I was gonna be keeping that in the bag I think. Then I also got, as I showed you, just some sock yarn for the ruffle socks that I really want to do, and I'm putting them in the baskets as I show you. I'm honestly not quite sure that there's even room in the baskets that I have, because there's a lot of yarn here, but we will just see if there is. They are all quite filled up already. Okay, then I got just the yarn for the melange sweater as I told you, and also I just couldn't resist buying this strawberry color. I think it's called strawberry rose or something. Beautiful. And now that I've worked a little bit with the Flora, I can tell you that I love it just as much as I love the Lima and the Nepal. I also saw that it is quite it is also the same quality, like the 60% wool and the 30% alpaca. I'm really excited about that. It feels great, like this melange sweater. It works up so like nice. I feel like the fabric is really nice. It's dense, but it's loose, and yeah, I really enjoy the feel of it, and it just looks really great. Okay, the next one is for the bag, the felted bag that I really want to do. I haven't decided which one it is yet. I bought to match more the look of the knitter's tote rather than the Nordic bag. So I've bought the two pinks, blue, brown and green. I really enjoy those. And then I also bought the color marshmallow, but that is much more pink than I thought. I thought it would be a little bit more like this, and you can see it's just a little bit more beige pink, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's just a little bit of a different color than I expected, but I do still think that is fine. Then I bought all of the just because yarn. I bought some 4 skeins of Lima. I just love Lima, and I really wanted just to have some white skeins of yarn on hand for just like these random projects I want to do, or if I just quickly need a gift. Yeah, so I just bought these. I really like having some white on hand. And then I also bought 2 colors that I just couldn't resist. I bought this, which is green, but I think it's also called olive, and I really like the skeins where you can see different types of colored strands making up the color. So that is what this does, and it looks very green like from afar, but when you come close it's different types of yellows and greens, and I just really enjoy this. And then I also bought the blush color, and I thought it was actually much more different than the strawberry color, but they are quite similar. but that also has this like kind of moral look to it. That is all of the things that I got so much, but I'm just loving having all this yarn, and I'm very excited to actually start my dad's sweater. I just need to watch that video on how to do the Judy's Magic cast on and then actually get going and also start the project blog. I really want to do that too. So yeah, tomorrow there's not really anything, and we're gonna be going over to my boyfriend's mom's house just to eat, and then I'll also be giving my boyfriend's sister his like her little gift. So that's gonna be quite exciting. But today is just very chill. Oh, he also bought some. What we're gonna be eating tonight is just a heart-shaped pizzas, which is very cute. He found those, and we're gonna be eating that, and then he also made some cookie dough, so we are gonna be eating cookies and heart-shaped pizza and watching movies, and it's just gonna be very, very fun. And yeah, that was all I wanted to show you. So I will see you guys tomorrow or later. I don't really know. So last night I did not end up casting this zipper sweater on because my hands were kind of hurting yesterday evening when I wanted to cast it on. So change of plans, I am doing it today or tomorrow. Today we are going to my boyfriend's mom to eat dinner, so I'll be doing that, and I also need to get this video up, so I will either be casting on today or tomorrow, but I will just, yeah, so either you're gonna see me casting on Monday when we start that video, or we're gonna do it, or you're gonna see me cast on from today in the next video. But yeah, I will just quickly say that I hope you enjoyed this video of my week in week 7. I'm just very excited to be starting the birthday sweater, and I hope you enjoyed how a little bit more laid back this video was. There wasn't really a lot of knitting done, but a lot of planning, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I will just see you next week. Bye!